Hi, welcome to Precarious Pixels. Bob is threatening to unscrew his Pepsi bottle.
Just so you guys can enjoy it.
Yeah.
It's a fun... Sadly, that's not what it sounds like.
It's exactly what it sounds like.
No, because I haven't done it yet.
Bob, don't do it. Don't you do that.
Listen to how silent mine was. The build-up for nothing.
Yes. But let's go with how we actually do our intro. Hi, this is Precarious Pixels. I'm Tim. With me, as always, is
Pepsi Man
Bob. I actually saw Pepsi Man at New York Comic Con one year.
Yes, I was with you.
He looked good. Kinda. I think he had a mullet.
He might have. Pepsi mullet.
Pepsi Man mullet. In fact, you know what?
Mullet Man?
Mullet Man. Would have been better.
I believe it.
But you know what? Nobody else there was Pepsi Man. I saw no other Pepsi Man. And that's what you call being unique. So, we're going to talk a lot of stuff. The main thing that happened this week is E3 2019.
The Pepsi logo kind of looks like a man with a white and blue mullet.
The new one, yeah.
Yeah. I just drew a mock-up for Tim.
Yeah.
As you can tell.
Oh, man. It's when they used to have the 7-Up dot.
Oh, yeah, Spot.
Spot the dot. Or no, was he the dot or was he Spot?
He was the Spot.
He was the Spot, 7-Up Spot. He wore shades.
He did. He was a cool dude. He had a game on Nintendo.
He did. I think I played it one time.
Spot Stay Out, I believe it was called.
Spot, it's Big Adventure. I have no idea. But anyways.
The Search for Spot.
Could be.
Star Trek 3.
Yes. So, speaking of games, there was a lot of stuff that came out at E3. A lot of stuff. And we're going to kind of give you an overview, stuff we're excited for, stuff we're not excited for, and so far I guess we'll start off with, so you want to start with Nintendo's? What do you want to start with?
Sure.
Alright, we'll start out with Nintendo.
Because there's a lot.
There's a lot that came out for Nintendo.
Nintendo had a lot of stuff.
And they weren't even there, which was even funnier.
Well, they do the Direct.
They did the Direct thing.
And then they do the Treehouse Live.
Yeah, which is like their big thing, is the Treehouse.
No, the Direct's the big thing, and then the Treehouse is where they show expanded amounts of that. So the Direct is like 30-second trailer, guys, check this out. And then
Right.
the Treehouse, they take you deep into the game.
Right.
Sometimes. And sometimes they don't.
Yeah.
Sometimes they just announce amiibos, and you're like, wait, what? You already announced this, guys. Yeah. I remember. But those are new, some of them.
Yeah.
Don't announce Snake and pretend you didn't announce him 6 months ago.
Yeah, they had already announced Snake like a while ago.
Yeah, you and I know that, but
he's on the poster.
But Doug Bowser doesn't know that.
Oh. Are you sure that was the right Bowser?
It was. Did you see that?
I did see that part of it, and I was like, oh, guys, really?
That's what happens when you lose Reggie.
My name's Bowser. Not this Bowser. Oh, I'll get out of here.
We miss you, Iwata.
But yeah, so they had some stuff to announce. One of the things they announced for Smash Brothers, they had the Dragon Quest guys that were now going to be fighters in that. Luminary,
I believe.
Yes.
The Dragon Quest hero. Right. That's a thing. He's just another Fire Emblem-like character.
Yes.
So let's move on.
All right.
Because they have a million.
They do. They also announced...
You know who he's not, by the way?
Who is not?
Joanna Dark.
Which is what we thought might happen.
I was hoping because Rare.
Yeah.
But instead we got something else.
Yes.
To be continued.
Yeah. All right. So Luigi's Mansion.
You mean Gooigi's Mansion?
Gooigi. I hope that's going to be a fighter in Smash Brothers.
I hope it's an alternate skin.
Yeah. That would be a lot of fun.
But they'd have to change his game. Like his whole style would change. I don't know. It's annoying. The game looks great. The
It does.
co-op, they have the Horde mode, essentially, in
Yeah.
that weird Haunted Mansion castle thing. I forgot the name of it.
Yeah.
I probably should have written stuff down.
The mansion.
No, there's a name for it.
I know.
It's like... I don't know.
Hmm?
It's probably a pun.
Something, I'm sure.
Scary Tower. I'm going to go with Scary Tower.
Okay.
I'm going to go with Faulty Tower.
Faulty Towers.
Faulty Towers.
Great series, very short.
That's the name of it.
Okay.
It's funny.
He kind of looks like John Cleese a little bit. Luigi.
It's funny that the towers would be short.
Yeah. But it looked good. They showed off some of the gameplay. Hopefully the game will actually be, good. I think did they show some more stuff of Odyssey?
No. None that I know of.
Okay. Yeah, and no regular Mario sequel game, but they did show like Super Mario Maker 2.
Yeah, well that comes out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
2 weeks and change. Not to date this.
And it looked good. I mean, it's kind of what you expect it to be.
Yeah, it's Mario Maker.
It's Mario. You make your own levels, and you get to play them and share them and all that kind of stuff.
Not with your friends.
Yes, they're still having that thing. I don't know.
Hate that.
Yeah, it's kind of a pain. I don't know why they don't just do it.
How dare you?
Yeah.
How dare you question Doug Bowser?
I questioned Doug Bowser. I think they got the wrong Bowser. I think they saw that name. It's like, oh, Bowser, yeah, bring him in. Nope, wrong Bowser.
Well, you're hired. Now
You're not a giant turtle dragon thing, whatever he is.
You're not Dennis Hopper.
Yeah. Oh man. No, he was Koopa.
That's who Bowser is.
No, I thought they were two different characters.
Bowser's King Koopa. They just changed his name at one point.
Oh,
and they pretended like it didn't matter.
Oh, really? I thought Koopa was a different character and Bowser was
No, they're the same. There's Koopa Troopers that work for him,
Yeah.
but he's the King Koopa.
He's okay. So he is King Koopa, but they just call him Bowser now.
Right. The same as we're going to go ahead and pretend that Dr. Robotnik was always Dr. Eggman.
Dr. Eggman, yeah.
But he's not.
He's Robotnik.
He's Robotnik in the movie, it looks like.
Yeah. And then becomes the Eggman. I don't know. So the other stuff they showed, Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, The Black Order. And it pretty much looks how you want an Ultimate Alliance game. I mean, if you liked Ultimate Alliance, it's pretty much giving you the next thing, just with better graphics and a ton more characters.
Yes.
Like every Marvel character.
I wouldn't say more. Different characters.
Different characters.
Because there were a ton in Ultimate Alliance.
In the second one.
In the first and the second.
Yeah.
There were a ton.
There was a ton.
And it looks like there's maybe 32 at launch of this one?
Yeah, and I'm sure they're just going to keep adding and adding and adding and adding.
Yeah, but the difference is, in the old one, you could just unlock them.
Yeah. But I'm sure they're going to make a lot of... there'll be a lot of DLC. I imagine what the bigger things will be for them is, like, adding extra story. Like maybe you can go through the Infinity Gauntlet saga. I mean, this is kind of like... With the Black Order, I imagine the story, they said, is going to be kind of an original story, but I imagine it's going to pull a lot from Jonathan Hickman's run on the Avengers, which was called Infinity.
They also have...
which introduced the Black Order.
They also have Sentinels.
Sentinels.
Because they showed that. They look fun to fight.
Yeah.
And then an Infinity Sentinel.
Yeah, which I guess that's going to be like... I don't know why they're doing it that way, but sure, that you get an Infinity Stone and you become like super enhanced or something like that. It's strange they're using it that way, but I guess they kind of couldn't steer anywhere near what the movie was doing, so I'm sure they'll have like a lot of stuff you could do. So besides Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, they had a game that's coming out soon that they had not really shown anything from, which was Astral Chain.
Yes.
Which looks fun. It looks really awesome.
Cyber dog things and
Prince
of Persia combat. We were just talking about Prince of Persia.
Just the last one they did.
Yeah.
But it does have that kind of like weird.
Second to last.
Yeah, and also you can. It's like you handcuff people, or your Legion characters are handcuffed to you. I forget. I think they call them the Legion or something like that. And they're weird, like astral projection things, and you fight like these weird giant monsters.
It'll be stylish and actiony.
Yeah,
that's
what they do.
That's Platinum.
Yeah.
Unless it's licensed, which it isn't. So
no, this seems like a wholly new like character and world and everything.
I look forward to it playing great and selling terribly.
Yeah, because I had heard nothing about this until I saw the trailer. I was like, all right.
I knew about it, and I remember saying, hey, they should show some gameplay because Platinum does great gameplay.
They do.
And it was nice of them to do it 2 months before the game came out.
But you know what? This might have been the venue to do it at. I mean, E3 does get a lot of hype behind it, and people wanted to see stuff. So.
It does. They probably could have showed some last year at E3.
Yeah, they probably should have.
Or, put out a demo so people can try it.
Yeah. I did see that they added you can customize your character. You can play as male or female. Like there was even like interesting kind of like you can ride on a motorcycle kind of thing through tunnels. Like it was like they showed some stuff. You could go walk around the station. You could do trainings. I was like, all right, so this is pretty like ready to go. The fight system, like it also had like I guess you also deal with like regular police things, like crime scenes and stuff like that, and you actually arrest people like normal criminals and stuff like that, besides giant monsters attacking in the future.
I hope both things happen at once. And you have to arrest somebody for jaywalking.
And then they become a giant monster.
Yes, they turn into a giant bat.
A giant bat?
Yes.
All right. Well, I don't know what their monsters... Like, it looked like they were... It's like weird invasion from another dimension or something like that, I think is what...
Robot bat.
Robot bat?
Robat.
Robat? Robatman?
Robatman. I hope so. I hope that's what
they have a vigilante in their town, and it's like, oh, it's Robatman.
That's right. But he's gone too far this time.
He does.
He walked across the street.
That's right.
Not in the crosswalk.
Yeah, Robatman can't be doing that.
He can only beat up violent criminals.
That's right.
And illegally detain them.
He doesn't give them their due process.
You gotta have standards, man.
I know. So, you're excited for Astral Chain?
I am. Probably that's the second most exciting game for me at the Nintendo event.
Okay.
The first one is Luigi's Mansion.
Alright.
I love Luigi's Mansion 1.
Yeah.
I really would have liked to play the second one on a console.
And what are you going to play it on now?
Well, the second one is only on the 3DS, so Nintendo can go somewhere.
They might play it on the Switch.
I have a feeling that the reason they didn't announce a date is they might be doing a port of 1 and 2.
Oh, okay.
Because Detective Pikachu 2 has been out in Japan, or is coming out in Japan.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like it's been out. And Detective Pikachu 1 was out for a while before it came here.
Right.
They put that on 3DS last year. They never did anything with 2 in America. I think they're going... And now they just recently announced that the second one and the first one are coming to Switch in America.
The Detective Pikachu.
Right. So I would be surprised if Luigi's Mansion 1 and 2 didn't come over. Because here's the best thing they could do.
Mm-hmm.
The Switch has been out for 2 years and change. 2 years and 3 months.
Right.
For October, Nintendo was nice enough to put out Luigi's Mansion 1 on 3DS for us. Because I was worried that I might be able to play that on the console I want to play it on. Thank you, Nintendo, for not understanding humanity. Ugh.
We'll see.
I just want to vacuum up a ghost. I just want to vacuum... Hey, speaking of vacuuming up a ghost...
Yes?
Ghostbusters.
Yes.
I don't think that was at E3 or anything, but they are remaking it for Xbox One and PS4 and Switch. So I'll be able to vacuum up a ghost.
The first...
The good Ghostbusters game.
The one that had all the original actors in it.
Ghostbusters 3.
Wait, no. Was that Ghostbusters 3?
Mm-hmm.
I thought the first one had all the original actors.
No. It's Ghostbusters the game.
Right.
But it is Ghostbusters 3 in canon.
Right.
So that actual game might be canon for the new film, too.
Oh, wow. That would be kind of cool if they did it that way.
Be cool. It's got Slimer. It's got Stay Puffed. Probably got the Librarian Ghost. William Atherton might be in it. I don't remember.
Yeah.
I'm gonna play it again.
Zool.
Zool. Yeah. Sigourney Weaver, I think, was in it too.
Yeah. Speaking of which, they actually announced an Alien game too, Alien Isolation.
Well, they announced it to the Switch.
Yeah.
It's already on Xbox One and PS4.
Right.
It was almost launched of those consoles.
Right.
Switch has been, again, we're 27 months in.
Mm-hmm.
Stop it. Put Luigi's Mansion on the Switch.
You really want that Luigi's Mansion?
Hey, can we talk about how it's going to take another 9 months to make Animal Crossing probably the simplest game ever to program?
I don't know why. I didn't think Animal Crossing was still like that huge.
Oh, it's massive.
I was like, once you make your farm and you marry the farmer's daughter and all that stuff, and I don't know what else you do.
Maybe it's taking so long because every time the programmers are trying to get there, they get caught watching ducks move across the street. So the delay for Animal Crossing is literally Animals Crossing.
I don't think that's what's going on.
Maybe it is. You don't know.
I don't think that's going on.
You don't know for a fact.
I do. Actually, I haven't told you, but I work for Animal Crossing.
Oh.
I work for them. The animals, it's really hard to... That's what's slowing it down, is because all the animals in the office, and, you know, we're trying to program, and a sheep just keeps eating my spreadsheets.
I believe it.
Goat comes up behind me. I'm just like, did you eat my lunch again? And he goes, "Brr." And I'm just like, you know what, goat? Not cool with this.
And Jim Brewer leaves.
What?
Jim Brewer then leaves.
Yes.
Goat boy.
Goat boy.
Can we talk about the fact that got a date? But Luigi's Mansion, which is coming out somewhere within the next 5.5 months, does not have a date? What's that about?
I don't know.
6.5 months.
I think it's because they're going to get that money from Animal Crossing. They want
Whatever.
that money.
We know it's releasing in October. It's a spooky game. We get it, Nintendo.
Luigi's Mansion is like the least spookiest game I've ever seen.
But it's a game about ghosts.
It is a game about ghosts.
And here's their lineup for the fall, okay? Bear
Right.
with me.
Right.
Well, we'll go
Most
summer
of the
to
stuff
fall.
is September. Like, they kept saying September for a lot of stuff.
But first party,
Yeah.
July,
Mm-hmm.
Marvel Ultimate Alliance.
Right.
August, Astral Chain. I'm sorry, July, Marvel Ultimate Alliance and Fire Emblem.
Right.
August, Astral Chain. September, Link's Awakening.
Mm-hmm.
October, and November, Pokemon. So we know it's October.
Yeah.
Stop it. Ridiculous. Ridiculous. Just say it's October, or the first two are October and it's December. Adding multiplayer. Get out of here with your Gooigi. I want to play him. I want to play
Well, I
the
think
game.
that was co-op, right?
Yeah, but there's up to, what is it, 4-player multiplayer.
Okay.
That was another thing they added.
Yeah.
Competitive Luigi's Mansion. I just want to catch a ghost. I just want to be a Ghostbuster. That's all I want.
That's all I want, is just to catch ghosts.
Just let me be a Ghostbuster. With a
all right.
mustache.
I don't even know where we got left off. Oh, so they announced a sequel to Breath of the Wild, basically called Breath of the Wild, the sequel,
Yeah, it's whatever it'll be called.
whatever it be called.
I hope it's called Carbon Dioxide of the Office Building.
No.
Yeah.
No.
Carbon monoxide in a garage.
That's not the Breath of the Wild, sir.
It's a different game.
Yeah. But it looked like they basically just showed a trailer from this, which is a lot of just like quick cutscenes. You see Link, you see Zelda, and you see like what looks like Ganon, I guess,
Lady Ganon?
or like a decrepit Ganon.
Yeah, there's something going on there.
Yeah, and then like a black castle rising.
He's coming back.
Yeah. And they're like, no, we liked it better without you. You can do hunting. Gonna hunt me some wild boars.
Hope all my stuff breaks all the time.
Yeah, which happens.
Hope I can swing a sword 15 times and then it just shatters.
Well, it's not a master sword then.
It's like real life.
Yes. It's exactly what happens in real life. Get you a horse. Feed it.
I called my horse in that game. I feel like you can. It's either that game. I feel like you can name a horse in that. I know you can.
I think so, yeah.
I named him Roach because of The Witcher. Because that game is so much like The Witcher.
Breath of the Wild?
Yeah. But you know what doesn't happen in The Witcher?
No.
Your sword breaks 15 times.
It breaks more than that.
It doesn't. Well, it degrades, but you can just fix it with an item.
I thought you could fix it in Breath of the Wild.
Yeah, the big ones, but you don't bother with the sticks that you pick up and beat up an enemy with.
Yeah.
There's so many swords.
They should break.
Everything breaks.
Yeah.
Literally everything breaks.
That's what makes it great.
My heart broke
Why?
when I found out that everything would break.
Did it break?
Yeah.
I don't think so.
My Switch didn't break.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So.
Knock on wood. That's not going to be annoying for them.
No.
Sorry,
So
guys.
there wasn't much about that. There's a lot of other Zelda news. Cadence of Hyrule, which isn't really technically a Zelda game.
It
but,
is.
But they're in there.
It's Zelda World.
I'm sure it's not fully canon. Link's Awakening was the big thing, the remake of that. And it looked good. I mean, it looked what you expect for, a Zelda game.
Yeah, it's Link to the Past on the big screen.
Yep. Looked good. Probably going to play it, maybe. I don't know. Other stuff, Contra Rogue Core.
Yep, there's a new Contra. And the Contra HD collection.
Yeah,
has a date,
there was the
which I think
collection.
was yesterday.
Was it?
I think they just stealth released it.
Oh, okay.
I could be wrong.
Alright. I loved playing those games when I was a kid. And this one, the one for the Contra, like whatever it is, Rogue Core, it definitely has like the spirit. It is like a third person shooter. It looks like mostly. So I don't know. Doesn't look too bad.
Yeah, we'll see. It comes out in September.
Yeah.
Everything.
And then there was like some other smaller stuff. The Dark Crystal Age of Resistance Tactics, which I'm confused about where this Dark Crystal story is. Is it? I think it's a prequel to the first movie, where all the Gelflings are still alive, and this is like about them all dying, apparently.
Because Ash.
Yes, Deadites. And I don't know. It didn't really show much. I was just like, all right, that looks like a game that has Dark Crystal characters in it. I'm sure there's going to be that guy who goes all the time, which I want to punch him in the stupid nose.
Close.
Yes. So, not much about that. Empire of Sin looks like gangsters, 1930s something.
And it looks strategic. It looks like you're making sure you take over territories, which is very Godfather.
Yes.
I hope you're in control of the combat.
Yeah.
But I don't know if you are.
Yeah. Not too much really shown with that either. So, moving on. Watchdog Legion.
Yes, this is no longer Nintendo.
This is no longer
Ubisoft.
Nintendo. Let's go over.
So, Watch Dogs Legion looks amazing.
Yes.
It is State of Decay mixed with Watch Dogs, and if anybody hasn't played State of Decay, you find people in the world in this game, and they all have different skill sets, just like Liam Neeson.
That's right.
And
He has a particular set of skills.
You appear to have an AI that's working with you, along with
a sassy AI.
A sassy AI, and then another friend who talks to you through a computer.
Right.
But you can recruit almost any NPC. They're saying any
They're
NPC,
saying
but
any.
I don't think that's possible. Because I don't think you'll be able to recruit bad guys.
Yeah.
Not
but unless they're saying that the only NPCs you can't recruit are cops, or or security forces, or whatever.
What about rival gangs that you're clearly trying to take down?
I don't know.
I feel like any NPC is loaded. Also, it's Watch Dogs. While Watch Dogs 2 didn't do this,
right.
Watch Dogs 1 is a big proponent of what they call the Ubisoft downgrade.
Okay.
So they showed it at E3. 2 years before it came out, or 3 years, whatever it was.
Right.
And then it looked a heck of a lot different when it came out.
Yeah.
And it played a heck of a lot different when it came out. So
Yes.
I'm cautiously optimistic
Yeah.
for that game.
Yeah. And this is the third installment. I think they'll probably try a little bit harder.
But it's a massive change.
Yeah.
It's a massive change. I don't know. The gameplay looks great.
Yeah.
I want to be an old lady beating up a bunch of cops.
That's right.
Because that happens with... And a stun gun. And then there's another lady who's got a super regular gun that she's killing people with.
Right.
Like, she's murdering. And that was the thing. There was... what did they call it? Narrative dissonance, I think, was the complaint people have with Watch Dogs 2.
Okay.
Because you're doing all these goofy missions. I'm stealing the Knight Rider car. Let me use this gun to mow down these random FBI agents.
Right.
I'm going to go sneak into Google's campus. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It just doesn't feel right. And I get what they're saying. I never murdered the... Like, you can totally non-lethal most of that game.
Right.
But the fact that you can do it, I think, upset people. This one looks like it's not as happy a place as San Francisco.
Yeah, this is London.
Yeah,
There's
clearly.
no place like London.
All the rain.
Yep. And it looks like you can actually, like, it has a lot of the same features where you can hijack cars and, like, all that stuff, too. So...
Possibly self-driving cars?
Possibly. And drones. I think you can hack drones, like that kind of stuff. So, it's interesting.
Yeah, they put the camera thing back.
And it looks like there's a lot more enemy drones chasing you than there are, like, cops and stuff. Like, there are cops, but it seems like there's a lot more non-human characters who are chasing you.
I hope that's not too reactionary.
Right.
Because another thing Ubisoft is known to do is react. And overreact.
Right.
Which is why Watch Dogs 2 was the way it was. Because Watch Dogs 1, to just go back to it real quick,
right.
The big complaint was that it was so moody. It was so dark and gloomy that they went Watch Dogs 2 and they were like, it's over-the-top fun!
Yeah!
It's the Saints Row of hacking stuff and killing people. And then I guess this is going to be an attempt to do the balance.
Right.
Because everybody was upset with 2 that you were murdering nonstop. If their solution is just to have you kill a bunch of robots, maybe not. I don't know how I feel about that, because I like the fact that Ubisoft used to be rooted in reality with games like this.
Right.
Obviously not as much.
Right.
But I don't know. Their backstage, or their stage for the game is literally the UK leaving Brexit. Like, it's...
Yeah. And it doesn't
Brexit,
seem...
whatever.
Like, this is still the future of that, though.
A slight future.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not 2100. It's probably going to take place in, like, 2025.
Yeah, I was going to say, like, 2025,
'Cause
2030.
5 years after.
Yeah. Like, something that's just, like, you know... They become somewhat more of a what's the term?
Dystopia?
Yeah, dystopia, but like I was gonna say, like more like V for Vendetta.
Oh, yeah, I know what you mean. Not a captive state, but
Like I guess like a military state. I don't know.
yeah, you can go with a military state.
Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah, like much more like that.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely cops everywhere. There's definitely upset. There was rain.
Yeah. There's always rain.
There's rain. There's a lot of swearing.
Yeah.
Which is the reason you can't broadcast it in a public place.
Yes. Oh, and like we were saying with the NPCs, you can recruit anybody, but also if your character dies, that's it for them.
Oh yeah, rest in peace.
Yeah, they don't. You can't resuscitate or anything like that. It just seems like that you move on to the next character.
And judging by that surrender mechanic, because it looks like you get one chance of getting downed almost.
Right.
And you can surrender or fight back.
Right.
And I think if you don't surrender,
yeah,
that might lead to the permadeath. I think that's probably gonna be how they try and solve that.
Right.
But if you surrender, I'm wondering if there's a mechanic where you can then break that person out
Exactly.
of whatever.
Right.
That'll be fun.
That would be interesting.
Because I feel like I definitely in Watch Dogs 2 might have broken somebody out of prison.
Okay.
But that could be GTA.
Yeah, that's true, yeah. But I have a feeling like this, they're working on this because I'm feeling for Watch Dogs, this is maybe like they're trying out this recruit any NPC thing for a different game.
Do you think?
Yeah. Because a lot of times they do that. Like certain combat, they'll carry over from like one thing to another. Like I think when they did Assassin's Creed, I forget which one had the boats, but then they carried that one over into another Assassin's Creed. Like they carried that over into Black Flag.
Oh, I'm sure this will be the lead up to whatever next gen Watch Dogs is.
Right. But I mean, like, this might be, maybe they'll carry this into a version of Assassin's Creed where it's like you can talk to anybody and maybe recruit other people to, like, if you want to do a job.
That'd be cool. Like Brotherhood, but on steroids.
Right. Because I think that's what people thought that they were going to get with Brotherhood. Like, you could just recruit people and stuff like that at random.
But instead it was a button press and people fell out of the sky and murdered.
Yeah. And what was the other one? The Unity, the French one, right?
Woof.
Yeah.
Let's not talk about Unity.
Yeah.
That was a rough experience. That almost killed that franchise.
Yeah.
Some might say it did. It's still alive, but it's not what it was.
Right.
There was a time Assassin's Creed,
like people were going crazy for the next one.
Had it not been for Unity, Assassin's Creed would be an annualized AAA title.
Yeah.
Which is good and bad. It would have been good for it because it would still be around in that form.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been bad for it because it never would have changed.
Yes.
So now you have Souls-like combat, which is crazy, like Dark Souls combat in Assassin's Creed. You have level-based enemies, you have RPG elements with upgrading your character.
Right.
There's so much. The games are massive. Missions that are timed, that they support constantly. They have awesome giant bosses you fight. Cyclops. I kid you not.
Well, that was an Odyssey, right?
Yeah, but that's the last one. They haven't done another one since Odyssey.
Right. Oh, and that was the other thing they announced, too, was another kind of like, I wouldn't say quite like Odyssey, but it definitely was probably the team that did that, the Gods and Monsters.
Yeah, that I have to look further into that. I only heard about it. I didn't watch the footage.
They didn't really show anything. The only thing they showed was like it was like a nice voiceover. It looked very Kid Icarus like. It's like when when heroes need help or blah blah blah, they turn to the gods. When gods need help, they turn to other gods or something like that. And it was just like basically like you see like a monster flying at this like. Basically, I'm guessing like a god, looked like a Greek god of some kind, like Artemis or something like that, but not like very cartoonish. Like it looked good. I mean, it didn't look like it didn't belong there, but it was very more like a cartoonish feel to it. So, I guess think of if Odyssey was more like a cartoonish, somewhat like I'd say like Disney's Hercules, like that kind of level.
James Woods, yeah.
Yep.
Rest in peace.
He's not that?
No.
Yeah. So they showed that. They showed a little bit of, like they just showed like basically a cutscene from Gods and Monsters. They probably don't have anything quite yet. They did show Ghost Recon.
Yeah, it's Ghost Recon.
It's Ghost Recon.
It's Wildlands, the sequel.
Right. They call it what? Breakout.
Breakpoint.
Breakpoint.
Break
Breath of the Wild. Break of the Wild.
Break of the Wild.
Break of the Wild.
And you
I was really surprised when they pulled out a sword and it was the Master Sword.
Yeah, every time you shoot 15 guys, your gun breaks.
That's right.
That's right.
It just explodes on you.
It's such a stupid mechanic.
It keeps you always going for gear, though. You gotta let it go. Just breathe it out.
That was annoying to me. It was silly. It was the first. I think it's the first Zelda game with phenomenal controls. in years.
I thought they had done it on. What was the one?
Are you going to say one of the Wii ones with motion controls? Because I'll hit you.
No. No, it wasn't one of those. I thought there was another one that they did that with, but I can't think of it
If
right.
you're gonna, I mean, maybe Wind Waker HD and Twilight Princess HD, but they're just
Maybe.
remakes of games.
Yeah.
This is... It controls exactly how you'd want a game like this to control.
Right.
And I think that's what bugged me the most about it is... I love that so much. I love that I'm able to explore this Zelda game and have it be amazing.
Right.
I hate this one element, and it's so immersion breaking. It's so dumb. I get it with sticks, but I
Right.
don't get it with swords. I don't get it with metal swords, and it just bugs me. And
It's okay.
whatever, it's whatever.
It would be more
voice
interesting.
acting. It was a Zelda game with voice acting.
I know.
They caught up.
But did it have like an option that you could take? I forget. Did it have a blacksmith? Could you go get your sword fixed?
I think there's something you can do with the Master Sword,
Right.
but other swords you can't.
Well, Master Sword will never break.
No, it breaks. You can break the Master Sword, Tim.
I don't remember. You can break the Master Sword?
I'm pretty sure you can. I'm going to Google it while we talk because I feel like that's fact.
I have no idea. But it kind of reminds me of a game that I played a long time ago, which was, oh man, now it's going to kill me the name. I want to say Way of the Samurai. And that one you actually could, if you broke your sword, you could take the pieces and take them to a blacksmith. What you didn't want to do is start a fight with the blacksmith, kill him, and then you're pretty much screwed if you ever want to get a sword reforged.
Dark Souls.
Dark Souls?
You can fight the blacksmith in Dark Souls.
You can fight the blacksmith in Dark Souls. It's never a good idea.
No.
Never a good idea.
I don't know. It saves you 20,000 souls on an item to get through a door, so you
Yeah.
can fight a boss.
Okay.
I mean, you can do it.
And then...
Just buy there's a smith box you can get where
Okay.
you can just repair the stuff yourself, but you can't upgrade certain stuff then.
See, that's always a catch.
The Master Sword breaks, but it doesn't break like any other weapon in Breath of the Wild. Instead, its power drains. After several minutes, you can use it again.
Oh, okay.
No, it's not.
So it's not technically
Don't
breaking.
say okay like it's nothing.
No, it's okay.
Don't say okay like it's nothing.
But I'm betting you can keep upgrading the Master Sword.
Oh, I'm in the middle of a boss fight. Let me not be able to use my weapon for several minutes. I guess I'll just stand here and die.
Keeps you on your toes. That way you're not just relying on a sword.
You're right.
You gotta have your
How
wits
to
about
this
you.
adventure rely on a sword,
Nope.
fighting monsters and skeletons
Nope.
and goblins.
You gotta think.
Bokoblins, sorry.
That's right. You gotta think.
Ugh. It's
Just saying.
stupid. It's stupid.
It's wonderful.
Oh, I'm sorry. I can't jump on this Goomba's head in Mario because my shoes are broken.
That's gonna be the next one they're gonna have.
I can't punch this PAL block because my fist glove is broken. My fist glove? My glove is broken. And my fist. Ridiculous.
That's probably gonna be the next game because I mean the last one he chucked his hat at everything. So
Cappy.
Cappy.
It has a name.
It does.
It's
It
not
has
even his
eyes.
hat.
It's kind of disturbing.
It's not his hat. It's another hat that's switched with his.
Yeah. And there's other hats that you can get to.
No, you get skins for Cappy.
Right. Hence other hats.
Still Cappy.
I don't know about
We are all Cappy.
We are all Cappy. So yeah, back to what we were actually Ghost Recon. It looks what you want it to be. They did show. Actually, I'm not sure who had Jedi Fallen Order.
EA had a play event
Yeah.
a couple days beforehand where they refused to acknowledge a certain game, but they also talked about Madden, FIFA,
Right.
and Star Wars,
Right.
and Apex Legends. You know what
Yeah.
they didn't acknowledge?
What?
Anthem.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I guess everybody forgot. Whatever, let it
Yeah.
die.
Apparently.
Even Bethesda mentioned Fallout 76. They actually spent like 25 minutes on it.
And had like a new game. Well,
Well, they added something to it.
yeah.
Tim.
Ring of Fire. whatever the heck that all was
It's
about.
called Nuclear Winter.
Yeah. Ridiculous. So you could be the new Vault boss.
Do you know what it is? Could
What?
you tell what it was by the description?
What?
It's Battle Royale.
It's Battle Royale.
It's Fortnite.
Yeah, and it's like an ever-closing
Like Fortnite.
arena. Yeah. So eventually that, like, you're going to get to one point where you have to fight. There'll be one person left.
If only you could craft. Like Fortnite.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, you can. Because it's Fortnite.
Yeah.
In Fallout.
Yeah.
Hey, let's not chase that.
Yeah.
Let's let that go. Maybe instead of having that be playable right now, put the NPCs in the game.
That'd be nice.
That'll be fall, maybe? As long as they don't have to delay it. Why are they bothering? Both
know.
people playing that game don't care anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, I was really kind of like, this doesn't look like it's any great thing that you're announcing, but sure. At least you're saying something, I guess.
Maybe devote that team to making a Fallout portable on the Switch.
See.
Maybe, but not 76.
But not 76.
At this point, I'd settle for Fallout New Vegas and 3.
Well,
even
they were
need
good.
4. I don't even need 4.
Yeah.
Don't make it the newest one. Make it 3 or New Vegas.
I get, like, New Vegas is pretty good.
Probably not Obsidian. They probably won't let them. Because they made... The guys that made 3 and 4 aren't the guys that made New Vegas.
Right.
That's Obsidian Software. They showed their game, which I don't think is on your list.
Oh, what was the...
Outer Worlds?
Oh, yes, I did see that. I didn't put it on my list, but...
I blanked for a second because it's a generic name.
It's a weird name, but looks interesting. Like,
Looks amazing.
yeah,
Like Bioshock mixed with Fallout.
exactly. And it was... I'm pretty sure it's going to be on all systems, right?
Xbox One and PS4
Yeah.
and PC.
Yeah.
Which is weird because it will, after this point, it will never be... there will never be an Obsidian game, for the most part, I would think, that are on PS4 or Switch.
Oh, really?
Because it's the last Obsidian game that was in the process of being made while they were acquired by Microsoft.
Oh, okay.
So it's weird because this one's slipping through, but 2K is publishing it.
Oh, okay.
But it's still being made by Obsidian, and Microsoft owns Obsidian, so
Right.
they're making money off it. It's weird.
Yeah.
The same as Ninja Theory
Yeah.
is making that 4-player combat game, but they published physical versions of Hellblade Senua's Sacrifice
Oh, okay.
for PS4 and Xbox One while it was owned by Microsoft.
Right.
And the box for the Xbox version shows published by Microsoft,
Mm-hmm.
but the PlayStation 1 does not.
Huh.
But it's still, I believe, published by Microsoft.
Right.
Whatever. Just an interesting fact for you.
Yeah. But it looked great. I mean, I actually kind of like that. It looked like very like open world. I'm guessing it's like you're kind of like an outlaw of some kind, or I'm not exactly sure.
You're a wanderer.
Yeah.
It's Fallout.
Yeah. But I think you can go to like different places in the galaxy and stuff. You have your own ship or something. I really don't know. It's just like it looked like a great shooter. It looked really interesting. It seemed to have like a good story behind it. And I don't know.
It has gameplay and a date,
Yeah.
which is more than I can say for Luigi's Mansion.
Going back to Luigi's Mansion.
It's bugging me.
All right. Oh, so what we were talking about. So Jedi Fallen Order.
Which also has gameplay and a date.
Yeah. But not Luigi's Mansion. They showed like what you could do. I was like, I was interested. I was like, okay, just typical Jedi powers. You can deflect shots and stuff. Typical sword, like lightsaber play. There was a few powers. What?
Force push?
Yeah, the force power. There was a couple of powers that I was like, also kind of like, what is this? Where it, like, stop time? Like it was like slow down time, which I was like, that's not really something that's like a Jedi thing. Like you're faster, but I don't think it's like I've never seen one where it's like you can actually slow down time.
Well, you also have wall running.
Yeah.
Because Titanfall.
Right.
Because it's the Titanfall team.
Exactly. But it had like all like Star Wars characters in it. I'm thinking this is after what was it? Revenge of the Sith.
It is between 3 and 4, so yes.
Yeah, so it's like that weird time frame. I'm guessing before like Rogue One. So it's like that before then, because Forrest Whitaker's in it.
Yep.
And it did show like I like the aspect that you do have like a little droid thing that actually helps you. There's parts where you're walking through the dark and you actually light up your lightsaber and it acts like a flashlight. I kind of like that kind of like aspect of it, like the practical stuff that it had. It also had like special troopers, the like Inquisitors, which are actually trained to fight Jedis. So it's like which kind of shows that like they still acknowledge that there's still Jedis out there at this point. So it kind of like leaves your character as like, this guy could actually end up dead by the end of this, but it's so far ahead of A New Hope and Rogue One that they could do like 3 or 4 games before they get there. What I was kind of thinking that they might show another Knights of the Old Republic or something like that, but I think that maybe that's going to be done for a little while, because right now they're working on those movies.
Yeah.
But we'll see. I mean, it looked good. It was cool. There was like some wall climbing. You could run on the walls. The fight system looked like it was very like well done. Because I think they know if they screw up this, I think Disney is really going to pull away from them.
Yeah.
Because of
a little bit
the last games they did they were not happy with. So I'm interested to see where it goes with this.
I was trying to find, there was another game, but I don't remember the name of it, and it looked amazing. It's from a guy who used to work on BioShock.
Oh, okay.
And sorry,
no, it's okay. What was the premise of it?
It was an open world shooter, but with like this crazy sense of humor.
Okay.
And they had like these fake commercials in between. It looked really funny.
Okay.
But I'm blanking on it, so if anybody knows, leave a comment.
Yeah, or we'll figure it out for next time.
Yeah.
So, all right. Besides that, there was Cyberpunk 2077.
That is the thing.
And I'm still not sure. Like, they had shown gameplay before, but this one showed like there's like I thought it was more open world to it, where this one seems to be like you're following on an actual story. Like, it seems like there's
could be mid-mission.
It could be. But it was interesting because the footage that they had shown before, they had shown like 15 minutes of gameplay before, and like you were like a bounty hunter or something like that, or something that worked with the police force, and you were going after like a certain person who had been captured by these like not hackers, but basically like organ harvesters for like cybernetics or something like that. And it was great. You were like shooting like through walls and stuff. The combat was very like you were constantly moving. There's one part where you chased somebody in a car. It looked great. I mean, it looked fantastic.
It looked like a Michael Bay thing.
Yeah, it looked like a mix between Blade Runner and like the Fifth Element kind of stuff, like that kind of like really like stacked world kind of like thing to it.
I'm sure they were influenced by that.
Oh, I'm sure, definitely. And they even have a part where you go to get an upgraded arm, like a new cybernetic arm, like all this stuff. Like it seemed interesting. Like, and you do jobs for this certain gangster, and that's what they showed in this. Is that gangster? I guess was he wanted a chip stolen for him, but it became too hot because these guys kind of like made a big mess of it. Like the two people that I guess were stealing it for him. So it looked good. And the biggest thing was at the very end was Keanu Reeves.
Yeah,
looking like Keanu Reeves with a metal arm. And I guess he's like Steel Arm Johnny or something like that is the name of his character. It's a rock
Steel
star.
Arm Johnny Mnemonic.
Yes.
He's going to show you where the dolphin is.
That's right.
Smartest person in the world.
That's right. And then he came out and actually did the presentation, which I was like, wow, Keanu Reeves is everywhere. He's he's making romantic comedies. He's making John Wick. I mean, he's living life and loving it and being an awesome dude.
Yeah. He seems like he's just out to, have fun.
Have fun. Doesn't care what it does. He's making another Bill and Ted. Can't wait.
That's true.
Yep. So that looked great. I think it'll do well. And then let's see what else they. Marvel's Avengers, not connected to Ultimate Alliance.
No, a completely different 4-player games as a service superhero game.
Yeah.
Where you play as one of the Avengers, and there's definitely 4 that are playable, and probably a 5th.
Yes.
And also probably a 6th.
Probably a few. And it looks like, the basic story looked like was what they showed. There's a Avengers Day in San Diego or San Francisco. I think it's San Francisco, right?
Yeah, it looked like I thought I said the Golden Gate Bridge.
Yes. So San Francisco, they're having Avengers Day. They're showing off their new helicarrier. I'm not sure if it's Crossbones or Taskmaster tries to hijack it and steal like the engine or something like that, and it causes an explosion which I guess kills a bunch of people. My guess is that what actually happened is a lot of those people got sucked to another dimension where Captain America is probably keeping them alive. That seemed like what happened, like when he like disappeared. Because it's like, no, you can't kill Captain America in an Avengers game. He don't die.
I mean, he's
Ever.
on the shirts.
Yeah, he don't die.
I don't think they'd only let it be 4 players at
No.
launch. Like, there's going to have to be a 5th at least, and they'll
Yeah.
probably announce more throughout.
Yeah, but they didn't show any. Like they showed this Taskmaster Crossbones person, but there was like I figured they were going to show more enemies, like
They showed Abomination.
Abomination. But I was like, okay, Abomination. Who else? There's a million Avengers villains.
Well, there'll be different raid bosses,
Yeah.
like the Juggernaut.
Oh no Juggernaut.
Why not?
X-Men.
So,
I don't see Wolverine.
doesn't matter. He was an Avenger once.
He was an Avenger.
There you go.
All right. It would be funny if they actually put Wolverine in there.
I don't know what the rules are,
Yeah, I don't know the rules on this either. Is it like only the Avengers characters?
because it's not the case for Ultimate Alliance.
Right. Ultimate Alliance, they have everybody.
And I feel like they could probably put whoever they want to if it's Marvel, because it's Marvel Games and Square.
Yeah.
It's not just Square.
Right. There was, I know there's been a lot of pushback on the internet with how the characters looked, but they looked okay, and maybe they could get other costumes or whatever.
I know people are mad at Iron Man because he looks like he's got long hair and he's decrepit.
Well, yeah, but that's like, it's supposed to be like post.
Yeah, it's 5
Whatever.
years after whatever
Yeah,
happened.
Right.
He's upset.
He's upset. He's not cutting his hair. He's trying to figure out how to get everybody back. But yeah, there was a lot of people that I think when they were thinking Avengers game, they were probably thinking it would look more like the movie characters.
I think they actively have to not make it look like them.
I think that's good too. But I think they should have made it more actively not look like them, rather than like I don't know. They didn't look like the superhero versions of those characters. Like if they were gonna do like, hey, it's Captain America, give him the old time World War II outfit. Like really go that way. They gave him something to look kind of like his ultimate version, but not, I don't know, not far enough away from what it should have been. He kind of looked like a guy in a SWAT uniform. It looked too much like that.
Yeah.
Needs to look a little bit more like a costume.
We'll see. I mean, they have time to fix that.
Yeah, that's easy enough.
Because that's not for another 11 months.
Yeah. And I thought, Thor, why not just give him his helmet? Everybody's been wanting his helmet. It's like, this doesn't look like Chris Hemsworth. It doesn't have to show his head.
They're never going to give him his helmet.
He better wear his helmet.
Only when he's
He had
riding his bike.
He had his long hair. He had that long hair. It's like, give him that helmet.
Nope.
Give him that helmet, sir. It's what we deserve.
Never.
It's what he needs.
No helmet for you.
Yeah. And I would be like, they better have Loki show up, or you better be like, everybody that you expect to see in there. Thanos. They might leave Thanos alone on this one, but who knows? Maybe he'll be a later like DLC or something.
Squidward.
Squidward, Black Order, but then again, like they're already doing that in Ultimate Alliance. They want to keep away from Black Order.
We'll see.
But there's enough. Like you said, Abomination as a character that they haven't really used since like the Incredible Hulk movie. They could do the Masters of Evil, which is like a whole team of like crazy supervillains. Tons of stuff.
Yeah, I'm sure it'll be. They said they're gonna continue it for a long time with extra heroes and extra missions.
I heard people yelling out, "Where's Hawkeye?"
Yeah, well, I mean, how do you not have him? It's literally. Am I missing something? But is it every Avenger but him from the core set?
Yeah. Yeah, that was kind of weird.
What is that?
I do kind of think that was a little bit weird. I was like, why isn't Hawkeye here?
Maybe they just want to disclose him later. But they had the shirts and everything. I don't know.
I was just like, why not have Hawkeye? Why not have, like, where's Falcon? Where's, I don't know, Black Panther? Like, put them all in there. It's Avengers Day. Where's all the Avengers?
Maybe Hawkeye's dead.
Yeah. Or you could at least, there was no Wasp or Ant-Man. Well, actually, they did have a little bit of Hank Pym or whatever in there.
Yeah. I hope it's Ultimates. All these characters are the Ultimates variants.
They could be.
But they'll never do that.
No. I don't think they'll go that harsh.
They're psychopaths.
Yeah. Somewhat.
Some of them.
Yep. So there was that. We'll see where it goes. I mean, they didn't really show too much. Just like just the basic premise of what's going on. They did show the Final Fantasy VII remake, and it looks like Final Fantasy VII, but with like better graphics
and active combat.
Yeah, that was the thing that I think everybody's kind of used to the active combat now, which is what they used I think in the last like few games that they've had. So I think they'll probably keep with that.
Well, yeah, it's got like some weird slow down time thing, and they showed Tifa combat, and everybody was hyped.
Yeah,
and then they were like. There was a backlash where they didn't like the look of Tifa, but that's the way she looks.
That is the way she looks.
But they don't like it now.
Well, maybe you can change her outfit. I don't know.
Why does it matter?
It really doesn't. And I'm just like, it's a remake.
It's a game that people love from like 23 years ago or whatever.
Yeah, it's not going to end any different. I saw, Sephiroth. Looked like the same Sephiroth to me. Same one from the movies. I don't know.
He's still angry.
He's still angry. He's still saying, "Hey, Cloud, how you doing? Let's fight. Let's fight. I got a really long sword and one wing."
Barrett's still shooting his gun hand.
Yeah, looks good. I mean, it looks how you'd expect. Can
people stop being mad about everything?
I don't know. It's the internet.
I mean, I'm mad about one thing, but that's because Luigi's Mansion doesn't have a date.
And, swords break.
I mean, I was mad about that 2.5 years ago. Now I'm just miffed.
Okay. So, another thing we'll talk about, Elden Ring. It's just a trailer, but it looks pretty much Dark Souls-ish with, like, somewhat Lord of the Rings-ish? I don't know.
It looks very Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
And it's George R.R. Martin.
Yeah.
Writing it, which is strange to me.
Yeah.
But it's a choice. I don't know. I won't know more until they show gameplay, which will be 2 years from now.
Yeah.
Whatever. Well, actually, no. With FromSoft, it'll be like next year.
Yeah. They're pretty good with their stuff. And I'm guessing it's going to be like the combat is probably going to be similar to Dark Souls.
Probably.
Yeah. Because I mean that's what people kind of expect from that studio.
Well, I mean, I don't think they're going to go Sekiro. I think they'll go Souls.
Yeah.
It's got to be slower for knights.
Yeah. It's not a samurai.
It's not a samurai.
Nope. With a mechanical arm.
Robo arm.
Yep. So just, I guess the last thing, we'll go through these really quick. They showed a Halo Infinite.
They did. They showed they showed some. They showed more than they did last year, but it still won't be out probably till whatever the next Xbox is.
Right. And apparently it's this Master Chief after everybody thought he was dead, just floating in space.
Everybody always thinks Master Chief's dead. He's never dead.
No. And, he comes back and they're like, "Hey, we need you, blah, 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 we lost."
You can't kill John Spartan.
That's right.
Unless you're Wesley Snipes.
Oh, man.
You're thinking about it, you're like, I know, watch Demolition Man now.
I love Demolition Man. the greatest of all Wesley Snipes movies.
It is a good movie.
Sandra Bullock.
Dennis Leary.
What's his name?
Rob Schneider.
Rob Schneider.
There you go.
Yep.
If you haven't seen Demolition Man with Jesse the Body Ventura in it, you should see that movie because he was in it too.
What was he in that?
He was one of the bad guys.
Oh, that's right, he was. He was one of the goons.
Yep.
Oh man, that movie. Yeah.
It was something.
It was. It was very weird. But just so Halo Infinite, they didn't really show much. But basically, I imagine it's going to be a massive, like, open world Halo game.
It looks pretty.
It looks pretty, but no gameplay really yet.
Yeah, just cutscenes.
Well, they're getting there. Other stuff, really quick. Gears 5 Escape.
Yep, it's a new mode with a 3-player co-op. I don't know,
And
but no actual gameplay.
No actual gameplay.
That has me worried.
Yeah,
because that game comes out in 3 months.
Yeah, that's
less than that.
They really should have shown something, and they also showed that it's going to have a Terminator mode.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know what that's really going to be about because I'm just like, it's kind of a weird universe to kind of like step into.
I don't want to tie in.
Yeah,
I don't want to tie in for that. I want Locust.
Yeah.
I want to kill Queen Mira. She's the queen of the Lucas people.
Oh, okay. I was like, you want to kill Helen Mirren? Why?
No, I would never. If anything, I want to kill Hela in the Marvel Ultimate Alliance game.
That's right.
She was in it too.
She was in it. So was Surtur.
Yep.
They showed them both. Ghostwire Tokyo, which had the best presenter, I guess you would say.
Yeah, people loved her.
She was really funny. She was trying to do the whole thing in English, and she was killing it.
Well, she was doing something.
Yeah, she was dancing.
She did some poses.
She did some memes.
She is the new meme.
Yeah.
Her and somebody else, but we won't get into that one.
And it looked good. I mean, it looked interesting, but I mean, they really didn't show too much other than kind of like some cutscenes from it. Deathloop, which was just another cutscene kind of thing, but it
literally just a CGI video.
Yeah, and it was, I guess, one person thinking that they have to stop the other person. I don't know. It's like, I'm guessing it's you play as both of them, and then the story is revealed like as you play as both, like complete missions or die or whatever.
Keep killing each other.
Keep killing each other. I imagine that's how each part like ends. It's like you might complete a mission, and then it goes to a thing where you're fighting each other or something like that, and you lose, and then it goes to that person's perspective, and they lose, or it's, I don't know. We'll see.
It's the Dishonored guys, so they know how to make different.
Yeah.
They don't know how to bring back Brad Dourif, though.
No?
No. So I miss him.
All right.
He was in the first one.
Was he?
Yeah. He played the voice of basically your upgrade guy.
Oh, okay.
And then they just never again.
All right.
Rest in peace.
Well, he's not dead.
Well, apparently he's replaceable in everything, like Child's Play.
Was he in the new one?
No, the new one is Mark Hamill.
All right.
I'd rather have Brad Dourif. I'd rather have Chucky not look like whatever he looks like now.
He's not even like a possessed doll. He's like an AI or something.
Yeah.
It's weird. I don't know.
Oh, if it's Chuck-E, I'm gonna freak out.
But then they're also doing a TV show too, which is strange. But it's that one's gonna be based off the original movies.
Rest in peace. Great movies.
Yeah. So there's that. There was a Blair Witch, which kind of looked like a Silent Hill kind of thing.
Yeah, those guys are a good team. I don't know what possessed them to think this was the license to buy, but maybe they didn't buy it. Maybe it's just because I know Lionsgate apparently, from the interview I watched after, which I don't think was on like Maine.
Okay.
Whatever. Lionsgate had interacted with them for something, and then they asked them if they wanted to make a game, and these guys said, heck yeah.
Okay.
So they made a Blair Witch game, which I guess is relevant.
Sure. I mean, they made other movies.
They made one other movie that we can count as a Blair Witch movie, and then they made a Book of Shadows, which I don't even know what that was.
Right.
And the one they made that was a Blair Witch movie, the second one, was not good.
Yeah.
It was not good.
Yeah.
And it was a sequel somehow?
I don't know.
It was.
It was, but I don't know how that worked.
Did you see it?
I have seen it, but I've actually forgotten it.
You're better off.
Yeah. But
someday we'll have to discuss the Blair Witch Project and my theory about it.
Okay.
Which is that the one guy and the other guy just were acting together to kill her.
Okay.
And it works.
All right.
Like, the friends are trying to kill her. The whole movie.
Yeah.
Like, freak her out a bunch and then kill her and make it look like a ghost. And then take off.
Well, that'd be interesting.
Or a witch, you know.
That's not a bad idea. That's
Watch
not a bad
the movie
theory.
again with that in mind, and it makes perfect sense. Everything they did, the way they acted, throwing the map away for no reason. There's always one gone when they hear the sounds outside the tent. Otherwise, when she doesn't hear the sounds, it's not recorded until the one guy disappears. Just saying.
That's a good theory. Maybe you should have wrote the Blair Witch Project.
Maybe some genius did and nobody figured it out.
That's true.
Or people figured it out and I'm just like the last on board.
Could be. There could be a Reddit thread out there about this.
Oh, I'm sure there are.
I'm sure there's tons of theories.
Probably a Reddit thread right now that Pepsi Man killed the Blair Witch and they're going to have a fight with a kaiju.
Yes. The kaiju with the mullet.
Yeah. Pepsi mullet.
Yeah.
Forgot about that already.
So they showed the Blair Witch stuff. It looked interesting. I was like, okay, it looks, like a Silent Hill-ish kind of like type game.
With a dog.
With a dog. I'm kind of down with that.
And you can pet him. In case you're wondering, you can pet the dog.
You can pet the dog?
Mm-hmm.
Well, then I'm all in. And like there was, we don't have to talk about it. Sims 4, which is basically just like a Sims game on an island, and you can turn into a mermaid if you want to.
That's me.
Yep. I knew that was the reason why you had that, like, your pants only have one leg.
Yep.
You always smell like fish.
I do.
And Ninja Theory, we talked about a little bit, Bleeding Edge.
Yep. It's a 4v4 multiplayer combat game.
Yep.
And I will let you know if I'm allowed to talk about it if I get into the alpha. I signed up for it.
Okay, great.
Otherwise, I just won't. Whatever.
Well, I think we got through pretty much everything. Anything you want to go back on? Talk any more about?
Oh, I was going to say, I want to go back on Nintendo not announcing a date for Luigi's Mansion.
You have to let Luigi's Mansion go.
I'll let it go when it's in my hands and I can play it.
All right.
And be Gooigi.
Gooigi?
I want to play the whole game as him.
As Gooigi?
Yeah.
Maybe you'll have that option.
Faceless green Jello man.
Yeah.
It's great.
Sure.
Nothing weird about that.
Nope, not at all. Maybe there'll be like another offshoot game. Gooigi's Big Adventure.
Oh, that would be brilliant. Was there anything we missed? They announced a few new... THQ Nordic announced a few new games out.
Yeah, but I think there was stuff that they had already... No?
Dark Side of Genesis.
Right.
SpongeBob Battle for Bikini Bottom Remastered.
Right, which nobody asked for.
Nobody.
Don't know why they wasted time.
And one other remake. Destroy All Humans.
Yes, I totally forgot to write that down, but I was so happy when I saw that advertisement.
I don't know why.
Nothing better than Rammstein and like just crazy stuff going on. I was like, wait, am I playing the wrong version of this? Because that guy's talking German. And then I was like, oh, it's Rammstein.
Yeah, it's not Jack Nicholson impression.
No.
Which was the original Destroy All Humans voice.
It was. And a good one, too, I have to say.
Yeah, but for some reason they decided they have that license, they're just going to remake it. THQ Nordic makes the strangest decision.
They do, but honestly, I'm happy about it. You see a guy, have a cow dropped on him. It's amazing.
I can't wait to turn people into cows.
Yeah.
I believe that's the thing you can do.
Is it?
I think so.
All right. I saw like things where it's like you can hypnotize people.
You definitely can.
Yeah. Fly around in their saucer.
That was a great game. Set fire to everything with your flying saucer beam.
Yeah. And I think that's basically... Isn't it like... This, I want to say that the sequel, Destroy All Humans, like the first Destroy All Humans was different.
This, I think, is a remake of 1.
Right.
But I don't
remember. I forget if like the first one was like, because the first one was like more straightforward,
Mm-hmm.
but the second one I think was when they started using the Tommy Lee Jones voice and all that stuff.
I know they had hippies in the second one. That was
Yeah.
a big thing. It moved from the 50s to the 60s?
Yeah, I think that's what it was.
Or 60s to later 60s? I don't know.
But either way, it was good.
Yep. This one has to do with, I believe they make a reference to the Red Scare
Okay.
in the trailer. Joe McCarthy. I want to say there was something about Joe McCarthy in there.
I could see that. But looks like a lot of fun. I can't wait. I
Yeah.
mean, that was the perfect way to announce it.
We missed something else.
What?
Lego Star Wars The Skywalker Saga.
I don't even remember
That
seeing
was at
anything.
Microsoft's conference.
Really?
All 9 movies that they apparently are counting
Okay.
in one game. It's,
So so they have stuff for the new movie that's coming out.
yes, which is why this one's not out till 2020.
Gotcha.
Because I guess there would be spoilers.
Yeah, I'm sure there would be.
You know what I want?
What?
THQ Nordic to pick up the rights to Star Wars Episode 3, the game.
Why?
Because that had one of the best alternate endings to a game ever.
It did. It was really... I was like, alright, I guess you could do that if you really want to.
You can have Obi-Wan, or you can have Anakin
Kill Obi-Wan.
kill Obi-Wan
and then kill the Emperor. Yeah, and you don't get that weird burned up Vader body.
Yeah.
You get you're just Anakin missing a hand.
Why is that not a thing?
I don't know.
THQ Nordic, I need you to step it up and buy that from whoever owns that license.
Oh, Disney, I think.
No, do they own that game though?
Yeah, they probably own everything.
Hope not.
We'll see.
Make that backwards compatible. Cowards.
Cowards. I don't think it's a matter of cowards. I think it's a matter of money.
They made here's the games they didn't make backwards compatible on Xbox One. In case you're wondering, the Xbox games that are Star Wars. Do you know what 2 they didn't make? Obi-Wan and that. That's
Really?
it. They made every other Star Wars game
Even
on the
like
original Xbox.
Jango Fett one?
Was that a game?
Yeah.
Was it called Republic Commando?
No.
But
That's a different game.
That's backwards compatible.
That's when you're in like I think the 501st.
You know what's a great game to make backwards compatible? One that's focused on online multiplayer, like Star Wars Battlefront 1 and 2. Those are backwards compatible,
Alright.
but not Obi-Wan. With my cool lightsaber controls in my right analog stick. I remember it.
I don't remember liking that.
I loved it. Because you could choose with that where you were stabbing the droids and destroying them.
Okay.
I can't do that in anything else.
No, that's true.
I probably won't be able to do it in Jedi Fallen Order.
I bet not.
I know I won't be able to do it in Lego Star Wars.
Nope. Because you just slash them once and they turn into a pile of bricks.
I'm wondering if 1 through 6 are different games or the same as the original.
I'm sure they're it might be like the same to a point, and then they maybe added a few extra levels in there.
Then I'm not spending $60 on it.
No?
Because I'm getting...
The games you already have.
Yeah, I'm getting 30% of a game.
Yeah. Alright.
25.
Well, we'll see what they do. I mean, they can't really announce it yet, because I'm betting that that's, like, until the movie comes out, they'll probably have, like, a bigger announcement for it.
Well, they can show. You know, they can say, hey, this.
They can show you probably up until, like, 8.
They can show you up till, yeah.
Yeah.
Show me all of it. Show me the Jar Jar missions. I want to see them.
Ugh, Jar Jar.
I want to go underwater in my, whatever.
Bomba?
Bomba, is that what it's
I
called?
have no idea. I think so. I have no idea.
And I want to go hang out with Boss Nass.
Hmm. Maybe they'll even stick some... Oh my god. I wonder if they'll stick in stuff like... I wonder if they'll have Rogue One in there.
They won't. It is 9 films.
Okay.
Get wrecked.
Okay.
There's no Rogue One, there's no Solo.
No Solo, no
Because
Rogue
if it's
One?
not a Skywalker, it doesn't count.
Alright.
Which is the really interesting thing, because there's no Skywalker in 9.
Or
I
is
guess,
there?
well, I mean, I guess you can count Leia.
Or is there? There is a Skywalker.
There's Leia.
Right, Kylo Ren. He's technically a Skywalker.
It's whatever. He's a Solo, if anything. Did you
He's
take
a
the mom's
Skywalker.
name?
He's all about his grandfather. Grandfather. I'll make you proud, grandfather. Make your weird lightsaber that has
Break
a
the
crossbar. I made it red, grandfather. I hope you like it.
Ugh. Did he ask him that? I don't remember that scene.
Yep, it's in there. He was like, grandfather, I made this amazing lightsaber.
I totally wasn't attempting to make pasta and spilled spaghetti sauce on it, Grandpa. Can you imagine? The thing I dropped is down there forever. I can't reach it.
Yeah, leave it. Leave it. You've lost it.
It's dead to us.
All right. So we're going to wrap up here. So E3, there was a lot of stuff, a lot of remakes I was kind of surprised about. But overall, it wasn't too bad.
Yeah.
There was some stuff I'm excited for.
You know what was missing?
What?
Call of Duty.
I was kind of surprised at that because they did have Battlefield 5, a lot of Battlefield 5.
Yeah, but it's already out.
Exactly.
You know what they didn't have?
Anthem.
The game that came out 4 months after that or 3 months after that.
Yeah, they've completely given up on Anthem at this point.
A lot of people spent money on that.
I know.
Rest in peace, BioWare.
Wow.
I could have told you.
Wow. They should not have done that to them.
Man, they saved themselves by announcing Dragon Age. They really did.
Wow.
And they might not have even, but they saved themselves more than they could have.
Yeah. But yeah, we'll see how all that plays out. Because, a few more missteps and I don't know what they're going to do. But, as always, if you have any opinions you want to share with us, leave it in the comments. You can find us on Spreaker, Stitcher, iTunes, and YouTube, all under Precarious Pixels. And if you want to hashtag something Precarious Pixels, you can find me on the Instagrams at Tim Martinek. And Bob is...
on Instagram at Bob J. Martin, M-A-R-T-O-N, and Twitter at Martin, M-A-R-T-O-N _Bob.
Bob. But yeah, get out there, create. I'd love to see your opinions on this. I'd love to see some fan art of one of these games. Maybe you can have one where Bob has an unbreakable sword.
I would
in
love
Breath
it.
of the Wild.
Could you make an unbreakable Breath of the Wild sword?
And maybe he's standing there next to the Guiji.
The Guiji is the stuff of nightmares and dreams at the same time.
All right. But until next time, we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
To do a little redesigning with us, you can find Bob at Martin, MARTON _BOB, on Twitter, and you can find me on Instagram at Tim Martinek, all one word, TIM MARTINEC. And you can join in us, have some fun, do your redesigns for this week's redesign. It's a lot of fun for us to do this, but we like to see fresh ideas and fresh artists like doing what they do as well. You can also hashtag it Precarious Pixels and we'll find it as well.